Rawr.
So back to this area next to the polluted water. All right, demand for everything is actually crashed. So I guess we'll have to wait here. So what? Some of the stuff we haven't really looked into. Um, Unique buildings, monuments, stuff like that. Frozen fountain. Oh yeah, we haven't even looked at specializations or anything either. Like we've really done very little when it comes to that kind of stuff. Um, Tourism and that whole 9 yards. We can start considering that. Like maybe in one of these areas we make like we put down like an airport and a seaport. Um, oh, Grand City, 16,000 pop. Hey, nice. Um, Maybe we make a touristy area. Maybe that's something we do in our winter wonderland. Because I mean, we're certainly not hurting for cash. We can experiment with something as long as it's not a man-made lake, and we'll probably be okay. What areas do we have that we can buy still? We can get this and this, and get that. One, two. You get 8 total, right? I think. I think that's right. We'll have to see where we want to go. Let's see where we're gonna split off to here. This is like the most boring road design I think we've done so far. But sometimes it's gotta be boring just to get it done. Actually, that might not be too bad. This might be a nightmare come like plowing and that kind of thing and road maintenance, but at least it'll look interesting from the air. And we all know that's what's most important. It's a nice looking kind of spot. That's one thing I wouldn't mind seeing, or would like an expansion I'd really like to see from this game, is I think it was SimCity 2000 had a like an add-on or a standalone game, a SimCopter, Sim Helicopter, something like that. And you were able, like, it was its own kind of mini game of like, oh, rescue these people, put out this fire, clear this traffic, whatever it was. And it had like several different helicopter unlocks. But for the game worlds, it had like a couple stock ones, but it could pull your SimCity 2000 file and use your city that you built in SimCity as like the game map. So you're flying through the streets that you've built and to the hospitals and stuff that you set up. And it made it really interesting because a lot of the decisions that you made then about placement mattered in a way beyond just saying, oh, I have enough coverage for this area or whatever in general. Like your planning required a bit more forethought, I guess, because you were actually using it the way it was intended. I built that road right? Yeah. Yeah, and it was just really interesting to me that it didn't, I guess, take off. Oh, that was... what a pun. But yeah, I mean, that's the kind of expansion I'd really like to see for this game, because it lets you explore your cities in a bit more detail and have a bit of a different impact when it comes to city planning. Like in real life, people probably hate to live in this neighborhood because your traffic connections are going to be bad. But it doesn't really seem to impact much. Well, maybe it is now. Maybe it's time to upgrade the main drag. Yeah, I think we're getting there. So if we wanted to go whole hog bananas, would it... it's gonna knock... no, can't. Can't. Can. Okay, maybe not whole hog then. What if we go down a step? There's no one-way roads on that one? Huh. I thought there was a one-way for these guys. Maybe we won't upgrade it. Maybe we'll leave it as is. Or there's always the option to go highway, but then we lose that core business down the center line. I guess we'll see. Alright. Let's continue mapping out here. What about along... We don't have enough... We do have enough room to do it along here. Okay, well, the main city is doing alright. Let's just keep it going and let it fund our insane machinations about what we want to do to specialize, and if we want to do tourism, how we're going to do that. Because I don't want it to be near the prison or near the areas that shall not be named. We could do something down here, or probably here in this not polluted area. This could be an interesting idea. Let's build it. What's the worst that can happen? We go bankrupt, right? Oh, my timer went way down. Let's get that cranking again. So we're building our coastal road, which has a lovely set of trees down the middle. It's going to be very pretty, very picturesque. And then eventually we'll have to connect it back up to the highway and figure out that interchange. But we're not going to do that just yet. We'll have this bad boy run mostly straight and kind of a paddock or ring road around the resort area without destroying that nice rock face. Oh, that's going to be a little bit of a weird... Actually, that's okay. So we have this nice ring road. It's a different color, too. Oh, yeah, it's a different class of road. This is good. So it'll keep it looking unique and interesting. So we're going to need to have in here... We're going to make this area the service area. Because we're going to need to have like roadworks and all that kind of stuff to keep this area clean and like running properly. And keep it snow free. So that part's good to go. We'll connect it to the existing power grid. If I can get boom, boom, boom. Ooh, speaking of power grid, oh yeah, we're doing okay. I tell you, man, that heating system just absolutely saved our bacon when it came to power generation. Like it's comical how much, like we were building like a coal plant every like 10 minutes or whatever, and switching over to geothermal has just made a world of difference. Speaking of which, we're going to connect the new tourist zone to the geothermal network. Because if we plan it out properly now, it'll be way less of a nightmare later. Okay. So, if this is going to be our service area, maybe the airport goes down. Ooh, do we have airplanes yet? No. We need a tremendously larger number of people. But we can do rail. Is there a rail network? No. Okay. So maybe we look at seaports. Transportation. We don't have sea yet either. Okay. So we have trains, but we don't have any train networks. We have subways, which we can do. We have trams, which we can do. And we have buses. Bus depot, bus station. And taxis. That's annoying. So we can design this place all we want, but it's not going to be effective until we have a way to actually get tourists in here. I guess they can drive in. We're not completely out of luck. Okay. Okay, we can work with this. We can make this happen. All right. So we're going to probably want to do it along this main drag. It's going to be the primary area for like the unique buildings and for like the special parks and all that kind of stuff. It's probably going to be in here, which means we can use other areas back here to support with shopping and airport and highway stuff. Maybe the highway ramps we'll do underground and have them pop up within this ring road. Okay. So let's see. Landmarks, SpaceX. Let's not do that yet. But I do like the idea of the frozen fountain and the luxury hotel are both going to be like cool things that we should get. They are going to eat up almost all of our budget immediately, so we should probably plan the rest of this place out first. Okay.